Welcome to World Revolution. Here are 7 practical lessons from the Solomon's Secret, 7 Principles of Financial Success from King Solomon, History's Wealthiest Man by Bruce Fleet. 1. Seek wisdom over wealth. Fleet emphasizes that true financial success begins with seeking wisdom. This lesson teaches that prioritizing knowledge and understanding in financial matters leads to better decision-making and long-term success. Seek wisdom over wealth is a central theme that draws from the life and teachings of King Solomon. This principle emphasizes the importance of valuing wisdom and understanding over the mere accumulation of wealth. Here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1. Solomon's request for wisdom. Scenario: King Solomon, given the opportunity to request anything he desires from God, chooses wisdom over wealth. Narrative: when Solomon ascends to the throne, God appears to him in a dream and offers to grant him any wish. Rather than asking for riches, long life, or the death of his enemies, Solomon asks for wisdom to govern his people justly. God is pleased with this request and grants Solomon unparalleled wisdom, along with wealth and honor. This story underscores the value of wisdom as a foundation for true success. Solomon's choice teaches us that wisdom is the key to making sound decisions that ultimately lead to prosperity and fulfillment. Example 2. The principle of long-term thinking. Scenario: Solomon's wisdom leads to policies and decisions that ensure the long-term prosperity of his kingdom. Narrative: Solomon's reign is marked by peace, prosperity, and impressive achievements, such as the construction of the Temple in Jerusalem. His wisdom enables him to implement policies that benefit the kingdom in the long run, such as establishing trade agreements, fostering diplomatic relationships, and promoting education and the arts. By prioritizing long-term benefits over short-term gains, Solomon's wisdom ensures sustained growth and stability for his kingdom. This example teaches us the importance of thinking beyond immediate rewards and making decisions that will have lasting positive impacts. Example 3. The power of knowledge and understanding. Scenario: Solomon's writings and teachings emphasize the pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Narrative: Solomon is credited with authoring several books of wisdom, including Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon. These writings contain profound insights into human behavior, relationships, and the nature of life. For instance, Proverbs 16 verse 16 states, "How much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver." Solomon's emphasis on the pursuit of knowledge and understanding highlights the idea that wisdom is more valuable than material wealth. This narrative encourages us to seek continuous learning and personal growth as the true measures of success. Example 4. The balance between wealth and wisdom. Scenario: Solomon's wealth is a byproduct of his wisdom, not the primary goal. Narrative: while Solomon becomes incredibly wealthy, his riches are a result of his wise decisions and just governance. His wisdom attracts traders, dignitaries, and scholars from around the world, further enriching the kingdom. This balance between wealth and wisdom illustrates that financial success should not be the sole pursuit but rather a consequence of living wisely and ethically. By focusing on wisdom, we can achieve a holistic and fulfilling life where wealth is just one of the many rewards. Example 5. The ethical use of wealth. Scenario: Solomon uses his wealth and wisdom to benefit others and improve society. Narrative: Solomon's wisdom guides him to use his wealth responsibly and ethically. He invests in infrastructure, education, and the arts, ensuring that his subjects enjoy a high quality of life. His fair and just rulings in legal matters earn him a reputation as a wise and compassionate leader. This example teaches us that wealth, when guided by wisdom, can be used to create positive change and uplift others. It emphasizes the importance of ethical considerations in the use of wealth, highlighting that true prosperity is achieved when wealth serves the greater good. Learning to seek wisdom over wealth from the Solomon's Secret offers valuable life lessons. It teaches us to prioritize long-term thinking, continuous learning, and ethical behavior. Wisdom provides the foundation for making sound decisions, building meaningful relationships, and achieving sustainable success. By valuing wisdom, we can navigate life's challenges with insight and grace, ultimately leading to a fulfilling and prosperous life. Embracing this principle encourages us to invest in personal growth, seek knowledge, and make decisions that benefit not only ourselves but also those around us. It reminds us that true wealth is not measured by material possessions but by the wisdom and understanding we acquire along the way. 2. Diversify your investments. The book highlights the importance of diversification in building wealth. This lesson teaches that spreading investments across various assets can reduce risk and increase the potential for returns. Diversify your investments is a vital financial lesson that emphasizes the importance of spreading your investments across various asset classes to reduce risk and increase potential returns. Bruce Fleet's The Solomon Secret likely draws from the wisdom of King Solomon to illustrate this principle. Here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1. Diversifying across asset classes. Scenario: Solomon advises on the importance of spreading investments across different asset classes. Narrative: Imagine Solomon advising a young investor on how to build a robust portfolio. He explains that putting all your wealth into one type of investment, such as stocks, can be risky. If the stock market crashes, you could lose a significant portion of your wealth. Instead, Solomon suggests diversifying investments across various asset classes, including stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities. By doing so, the investor can spread the risk and increase the chances of achieving steady returns. This example teaches us that diversification helps protect against market volatility and enhances financial stability. Example 2. Geographic diversification. Scenario: Solomon discusses the benefits of investing in different geographic regions. Narrative: Solomon speaks to a merchant who has accumulated wealth from trading goods. The merchant seeks advice on how to grow and protect his wealth. Solomon advises the merchant to diversify his investments geographically. Investing in different regions can reduce the risk of economic downturns in any one country or region. For instance, if the merchant's home country experiences an economic recession, investments in other thriving regions can offset the losses. This example highlights the importance of geographic diversification in reducing risk and ensuring a more resilient portfolio. Example 3. Industry diversification. Scenario: Solomon advises a craftsman on the importance of investing in different industries. Narrative: A skilled craftsman approaches Solomon for financial advice. Solomon learns that the craftsman has invested all his savings in the textile industry. While this industry has been profitable, Solomon cautions against over-reliance on a single sector. He suggests diversifying investments across various industries, such as technology, healthcare, and agriculture. This way, if the textile industry faces challenges, the craftsman's investments in other sectors can help mitigate the impact. This narrative illustrates the importance of industry diversification in building a balanced and resilient investment portfolio. Example 4. Diversifying investment types. Scenario: Solomon explains the benefits of investing in different types of assets. Narrative: Solomon meets with a young scholar who has inherited a sum of money. The scholar is unsure whether to invest in stocks, real estate, or start a business. Solomon advises the scholar to diversify his investments across different asset types. He suggests allocating a portion of the inheritance to stocks for potential high returns, some to real estate for stable income, and a portion to start a small business for entrepreneurial growth. By diversifying the investment types, the scholar can balance risk and reward while pursuing multiple growth opportunities. This example emphasizes the value of investing in a variety of assets to achieve financial security and growth. Example 5. Learning from Solomon's wisdom. Narrative: Learning to diversify your investments from The Solomon Secret offers valuable financial lessons. It teaches us that diversification is a key strategy for managing risk and enhancing the potential for returns. By spreading investments across different asset classes, geographic regions, industries, and investment types, we can create a balanced portfolio that is more resilient to market fluctuations and economic uncertainties. Embracing this principle encourages us to think strategically about our investments, avoid over-reliance on any single asset, and seek opportunities for growth in multiple areas. It reminds us that true financial wisdom lies in taking a well-rounded approach to investing, ensuring long-term stability and success. 3. Practice patience. Fleet stresses the value of patience in financial growth. This lesson teaches that wealth accumulation takes time, and being patient allows investments to mature and yield better results. This concept emphasizes the importance of patience in achieving long-term success and fulfillment. Here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1. The patience of Solomon in building the temple. Scenario: Solomon undertakes the monumental task of building the temple in Jerusalem. Narrative: King Solomon, renowned for his wisdom, embarks on the ambitious project of constructing the temple, a sacred place for worship. This project requires meticulous planning, vast resources, and many years to complete. Solomon demonstrates remarkable patience throughout the process, ensuring that every detail is perfect and that the temple meets the highest standards of craftsmanship. His patience pays off, as the temple becomes a symbol of spiritual devotion and a testament to his legacy. This example teaches us that great achievements often require time, dedication, and patience. Example 2. The value of patience in decision-making. Scenario: Solomon advises his subjects on making thoughtful and deliberate decisions. Narrative: As a wise ruler, Solomon often counsels his subjects to practice patience when making important decisions. He shares a story of a farmer who rushes to plant seeds without considering the season, leading to a failed harvest. In contrast, a patient farmer waits for the right conditions, resulting in a bountiful crop. Solomon's advice underscores the importance of taking the time to gather information, weigh options, and consider long-term outcomes before making decisions. This narrative highlights that patience leads to more informed and successful choices. Example 3. The patience in personal growth and learning. Scenario: Solomon emphasizes the importance of patience in personal development and acquiring wisdom. Narrative: Solomon often speaks about the value of patience in the pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement. He recounts his own journey of learning, which involved years of study, reflection, and seeking guidance from others. Solomon explains that acquiring wisdom is a gradual process that cannot be rushed. He encourages his followers to embrace the journey of personal growth, understanding that patience is essential for deep and meaningful learning. This example teaches us that personal development and the acquisition of wisdom require time and persistence. Example 4. The role of patience in building relationships. Scenario: Solomon advises on the importance of patience in cultivating strong and lasting relationships. Narrative: Solomon's wisdom extends to the realm of personal relationships, where he emphasizes the need for patience in building trust and understanding. He tells a story of two friends who initially struggle to get along due to misunderstandings and conflicts. Through patience, open communication, and time, they eventually develop a deep and lasting bond. Solomon's advice illustrates that relationships, whether personal or professional, require patience and effort to nurture and strengthen. This narrative highlights the significance of patience in fostering meaningful connections with others. Example 5. Patience in financial investments. Scenario: Solomon advises investors on the importance of patience in achieving financial success. Narrative: Solomon shares his wisdom on financial investments, emphasizing that wealth building is a long-term endeavor. He tells a story of an investor who hastily withdraws his investments at the first sign of market volatility, leading to significant losses. In contrast, a patient investor remains calm and steadfast, allowing their investments to grow over time. Solomon's advice underscores that successful investing requires patience, resilience, and a focus on long-term goals rather than short-term fluctuations. This example teaches us that patience is a key virtue in achieving financial stability and growth. Learning to practice patience from the Solomon Secret offers valuable life lessons. It teaches us that patience is essential for achieving lasting success, making thoughtful decisions, and cultivating personal growth and relationships. By embracing patience, we can navigate challenges with resilience, make more informed choices, and build a strong foundation for long-term fulfillment. Embracing this principle encourages us to adopt a long-term perspective, stay committed to our goals, and recognize that meaningful achievements often require time and persistence. It reminds us that true wisdom lies in understanding the value of patience and applying it in various aspects of our lives. 4. Live below your means. The author advocates for living within or below your financial means. This lesson teaches that maintaining a frugal lifestyle can free up resources for saving and investing, ultimately leading to greater financial stability. This concept is about spending less than you earn to ensure financial stability and growth. Drawing on the wisdom of King Solomon, here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1. Solomon's wise counsel to the young merchant. Scenario: a young merchant seeks Solomon's advice on managing his newfound wealth. Narrative: a young merchant, recently successful in his trade, approaches Solomon for financial guidance. Solomon advises him to resist the temptation to spend lavishly on luxuries and instead focus on saving and investing a portion of his earnings. Solomon explains that by living below his means, the merchant can build a financial cushion that will protect him during lean times and enable future investments. The merchant heeds this advice, leading to long-term financial stability and the ability to seize new business opportunities. This example teaches us the importance of controlling expenses and prioritizing savings to secure a prosperous future. Example 2. The tale of the prosperous farmer. Scenario: a prosperous farmer learns the value of living frugally from Solomon. Narrative: a farmer, enjoying a bountiful harvest, consults Solomon on how to manage his wealth. Solomon counsels the farmer to live modestly and avoid unnecessary expenditures. He shares a story of another farmer who squandered his wealth on extravagant parties and expensive possessions, only to face financial ruin during a poor harvest season. By contrast, the prosperous farmer follows Solomon's advice, saving a portion of his income and investing in his land and tools. This prudent approach ensures his continued prosperity even during difficult times. This narrative highlights the value of frugality and disciplined financial management. Example 3. The lesson of the thrifty craftsman. Scenario: Solomon advises a craftsman on managing his income wisely. Narrative: a skilled craftsman, earning a steady income from his trade, seeks Solomon's wisdom on financial management. Solomon advises the craftsman to allocate a portion of his income to savings and investments before spending on personal desires. By living below his means, the craftsman gradually accumulates wealth and can afford to expand his workshop and hire apprentices. Solomon's guidance helps the craftsman achieve financial independence and grow his business sustainably. This example emphasizes the importance of prioritizing savings and investments to build long-term financial security. Example 4. The importance of budgeting. Scenario: Solomon teaches a young couple the value of budgeting to live within their means. Narrative: a young couple, newly married and eager to start their life together, consults Solomon for advice on managing their finances. Solomon advises them to create a budget that outlines their income and expenses, ensuring they live within their means. By tracking their spending and setting financial goals, the couple avoids debt and gradually builds their savings. Solomon's wisdom helps them achieve financial stability and plan for future milestones, such as buying a home and raising a family. This narrative illustrates the power of budgeting in maintaining financial discipline and achieving long-term goals. Example 5. Learning from Solomon's wisdom. Narrative: learning to live below your means from the Solomon's Secret offers valuable financial lessons. It teaches us that financial success and security are built on the foundation of prudent spending, saving, and investing. By living below our means, we can create a financial buffer that protects us during challenging times and enables us to seize opportunities for growth. Embracing this principle encourages us to prioritize our financial goals, avoid unnecessary expenses, and develop habits of frugality and discipline. It reminds us that true wealth is not about lavish spending but about making wise financial choices that ensure long-term prosperity and fulfillment. 5. Establish clear goals. Fleet encourages readers to set specific financial goals. This lesson teaches that having clear, achievable objectives provides direction and motivation for financial planning and investment strategies. This concept underscores the importance of setting specific, achievable goals to guide your efforts and measure your progress. Here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1. Solomon's vision for the kingdom. Scenario: Solomon sets a clear vision for the development and prosperity of his kingdom. Narrative: when Solomon ascends to the throne, he establishes a clear vision for his kingdom's future. He outlines specific goals for infrastructure development, trade expansion, and cultural enrichment. By setting these clear goals, Solomon is able to direct resources and efforts towards achieving them. His focus on building the temple in Jerusalem, for example, demonstrates his commitment to creating a spiritual and cultural center for his people. This example teaches us that having a clear vision and specific goals can guide our actions and ensure that our efforts are aligned with our long-term objectives. Example 2. The importance of SMART goals. Scenario: Solomon advises a young merchant on setting SMART goals for his business. Narrative: a young merchant approaches Solomon for advice on how to grow his business. Solomon advises him to set SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goals. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to increase my sales," the merchant sets a goal to increase sales by 20% within the next 6 months by expanding to new markets and improving customer service. By setting clear and specific goals, the merchant can track his progress and make necessary adjustments. This narrative emphasizes the effectiveness of SMART goals in achieving measurable success. Example 3. Setting personal development goals. Scenario: Solomon shares the value of setting personal development goals with his subjects. Narrative: Solomon encourages his subjects to set personal development goals to enhance their skills and knowledge. He shares his own journey of learning and self-improvement, highlighting how setting specific goals helped him gain wisdom and leadership abilities. For example, Solomon might set a goal to study a new subject every month or to learn a new language within a year. By setting these clear goals, he ensures continuous growth and development. This example illustrates the importance of setting personal goals to achieve ongoing self-improvement and intellectual growth. Example 4. Achieving financial goals. Scenario: Solomon advises a farmer on setting clear financial goals for his future. Narrative: a farmer seeks Solomon's guidance on how to achieve financial stability. Solomon advises the farmer to set clear financial goals, such as saving a specific amount of money each year, investing in new equipment to improve productivity, and creating a budget to manage expenses. By setting these goals, the farmer can track his progress and stay motivated. Over time, the farmer achieves financial independence and prosperity. This narrative highlights the importance of setting clear financial goals to ensure long-term stability and success. Example 5. Learning from Solomon's wisdom. Narrative: learning to establish clear goals from the Solomon's Secret offers valuable life lessons. It teaches us that having specific, well-defined goals provides direction and purpose, making it easier to measure progress and stay motivated. Clear goals help us prioritize our efforts, allocate resources effectively, and achieve desired outcomes. Embracing this principle encourages us to think strategically about our aspirations, break them down into actionable steps, and commit to achieving them. It reminds us that true success is often the result of clear planning, focused effort, and the ability to track and adjust our progress along the way. 6. Learn from mistakes. The book emphasizes the importance of learning from financial missteps. This lesson teaches that reflecting on past mistakes can provide valuable insights and help avoid similar pitfalls in the future. Learn from mistakes is a significant lesson in Bruce Fleet's The Solomon Secret, emphasizing the importance of reflecting on and learning from our errors to achieve growth and success. Drawing from the wisdom of King Solomon, here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1. Solomon's early reign and governance. Scenario: Solomon reflects on the early mistakes in his reign and governance. Narrative: early in his reign, Solomon makes decisions that do not always yield the desired outcomes. For example, he may have faced challenges in managing conflicts or allocating resources effectively. However, Solomon demonstrates wisdom by acknowledging these mistakes, seeking counsel from trusted advisors, and learning from his experiences. By reflecting on what went wrong and why, Solomon is able to adjust his strategies and improve his leadership. This example teaches us that acknowledging and learning from our mistakes is crucial for personal and professional growth. Example 2, the tale of the impulsive merchant. Scenario: Solomon advises an impulsive merchant who made poor investment decisions. Narrative: a merchant, eager to grow his wealth, makes hasty investment decisions without proper research or planning. As a result, he faces significant financial losses. The merchant seeks Solomon's guidance on how to recover. Solomon advises him to reflect on his past mistakes, identify what went wrong, and use this knowledge to make more informed decisions in the future. By learning from his errors, the merchant develops a more cautious and strategic approach to investing, eventually regaining his wealth. This narrative emphasizes the importance of learning from mistakes to avoid repeating them and achieve success. Example 3, the craftsmanship lesson. Scenario: a craftsman learns from his initial failures to create a masterpiece. Narrative: a skilled craftsman, eager to create a masterpiece, faces several failed attempts due to flaws in his techniques. Frustrated but determined, the craftsman seeks Solomon's advice. Solomon encourages him to analyze each failure, understand the reasons behind the mistakes, and refine his skills accordingly. By learning from each error, the craftsman gradually improves his techniques and creates a stunning masterpiece. This example highlights that mistakes are valuable learning opportunities that can lead to mastery and excellence when approached with the right mindset. Example 4, personal growth through reflection. Scenario: Solomon shares the importance of self-reflection and learning from personal mistakes. Narrative: Solomon emphasizes the value of self-reflection and personal growth. He shares his own experiences of making mistakes in judgment or behavior and the lessons he learned from them. For instance, Solomon might reflect on moments where he acted out of anger or impatience and the negative consequences that followed. By acknowledging these mistakes and understanding their impact, Solomon is able to cultivate greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. This narrative illustrates that personal growth is a continuous process of learning from our mistakes and striving to become better versions of ourselves. Example 5, learning from mistakes in relationships. Scenario: Solomon advises a couple on how to strengthen their relationship by learning from past conflicts. Narrative: a couple, struggling with frequent conflicts and misunderstandings, seeks Solomon's wisdom on how to improve their relationship. Solomon advises them to reflect on their past conflicts, identify patterns of behavior that led to misunderstandings, and communicate openly about their feelings. By learning from their mistakes and making conscious efforts to change, the couple strengthens their bond and builds a more harmonious relationship. This example teaches us that learning from mistakes in relationships involves open communication, empathy, and a willingness to grow together. Learning to learn from mistakes from the Solomon's Secret offers valuable life lessons. It teaches us that mistakes are not failures but opportunities for growth and improvement. By reflecting on our errors, understanding their causes, and applying the lessons learned, we can make better decisions and achieve greater success. Embracing this principle encourages us to adopt a growth mindset, view challenges as learning opportunities, and approach our endeavors with resilience and determination. It reminds us that true wisdom lies in our ability to learn from our experiences and continuously strive for self-improvement. 7. Give generously. Fleet highlights the significance of generosity in achieving true wealth. This lesson teaches that sharing resources and helping others can create a sense of fulfillment and contribute to a positive financial mindset. Give generously is a significant lesson in Bruce Fleet's The Solomon Secret. Drawing from the wisdom of King Solomon, this concept emphasizes the importance of generosity and the positive impact it can have on both the giver and the recipient. Here are some examples and what you might learn from them, explained in a narrative format. Example 1, Solomon's charitable acts. Scenario: Solomon's reign is marked by acts of generosity and support for his people. Narrative: King Solomon, renowned for his wisdom and wealth, uses his resources to support and uplift his people. He invests in public works, such as building the temple in Jerusalem, constructing infrastructure, and providing for the needy. By giving generously, Solomon strengthens his kingdom, fosters goodwill, and enhances the quality of life for his subjects. This example teaches us that true leadership involves using one's resources to benefit others and create a positive, lasting impact on the community. Example 2, the parable of the widow's mite. Scenario: Solomon shares a parable about a widow who gives a small but meaningful donation. Narrative: Solomon tells the story of a poor widow who donates her last 2 coins to the temple treasury. Though her contribution is small, it represents a significant sacrifice for her. Solomon explains that her generosity is more meaningful than the large donations of the wealthy, who give only from their surplus. This narrative highlights that the value of giving is not measured by the amount but by the spirit of generosity and the willingness to help others, even when it requires personal sacrifice. This lesson encourages us to give what we can, knowing that even small acts of generosity can have a profound impact. Example 3, the benefits of generosity in business. Scenario: Solomon advises a merchant on the advantages of giving generously in business. Narrative: A prosperous merchant seeks Solomon's wisdom on how to ensure continued success in his business. Solomon advises him to incorporate generosity into his business practices. By treating employees fairly, supporting local communities, and giving back to society, the merchant not only enhances his reputation but also fosters loyalty and goodwill. This approach leads to long-term success and a positive business environment. This example teaches us that generosity in business can create a virtuous cycle of prosperity and mutual benefit. Example 4, generosity as a path to fulfillment. Scenario: Solomon explains how giving generously leads to personal fulfillment. Narrative: Solomon shares his insight that true fulfillment and happiness come from giving to others. He recounts moments in his life when acts of generosity brought him deeper satisfaction than material wealth. Whether it's providing for the poor, supporting education, or helping those in need, Solomon emphasizes that generosity enriches the giver's life as much as the recipient's. This narrative illustrates that the act of giving fosters a sense of purpose, gratitude, and connection with others, leading to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Example 5, learning from Solomon's wisdom. Narrative: Learning to give generously from the Solomon's Secret offers valuable life lessons. It teaches us that generosity is a powerful force for good, capable of transforming lives and communities. By giving selflessly, we can create positive change, build strong relationships, and experience the joy of helping others. Embracing this principle encourages us to look beyond our immediate needs and consider how we can use our resources, whether time, money, skills, or kindness, to make a difference. It reminds us that true wealth is not measured by what we possess but by what we share with others. These practical lessons from the Solomon's Secret provide valuable insights into achieving financial success through wisdom, patience, and thoughtful decision-making. If you'd like to explore any specific lesson further or have other inquiries, feel free to ask. Thank you for listening. I hope this content is useful to you. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support our team.